Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.
This is Oscar Bevis for IFLTV. Izzy, good to see you, my man. No mentioning the football on Sunday, or I will cut this Zoom immediately.
Oscar, I'm never going to mention that you couldn't beat us at Bramall Lane. We've already won the game, already got any points, and you couldn't even come and beat us, man. Honestly. Thank you for we needed that point anyway. That's going to go down well for us.
We needed it in the race for 9th, man. It's a shame. How are
you? Before you go, big shout out to Ollie McBurney, Sheffield's number 9. What a guy he is. What a striker. What a lad. He's supported us all the way, always backing our cause. Good friends with your mate Parson as well. So he's our boy, yeah. And 2-2, man. Good result for us. We take that. That's a moral victory, that, for us.
Yeah, that's a name I don't want to hear for a while, Ollie McBurney. How are you? How's things?
Yeah, good, mate. Busy as usual. But yeah, we're in a good place.
What's happening? Not long until coming of age takes over Sheffield. How do you feel ahead of fights now? Because you've done quite a few. Like, how do you feel now?
It's different. You know, when you first started, we were really, really nervous, like dreading it, thinking, shit, this is going to go wrong, that's going to go wrong. Now it just gets to the stage a bit where you kind of know it's second nature. Not get carried away, still a bit of nerves, but you understand that you've just got to trust the process. And sometimes things go wrong. Sometimes people are going to bullshit you on fight week and crap's going to happen. And it's just it's the nature of the beast. And I think you just learn to accept it and kind of move on with it.
What's the main thing you get nervous about, if you could pinpoint one thing?
One thing, you know what I dread is, number one, a fighter getting hurt. I just pray that no fighter's getting hurt on fight night, because that's something that'll be tough to, like, hurt. I mean, seriously hurt, like, you know, long-term health implication, because we're in a tough business. Listen, it's not a tickle tackle there, is it? They're going, somebody's going to knock your head off and somebody's looking to hurt you. We're in the hurt business, so that's always one dread. And second is, you always don't want no trouble on the night. You want the fans to be safe. You want the fans to have a good night, and that's the only thing. Other than that, like, fighters pulling out, I just think it's something you can't control. It's out of your hands. But that's the only two things I really dread. Really, any like big trouble on fight night where things are going to go wrong with fans and people getting hurt for whatever reason, and fighters ending up with serious, you know, health issues and getting damaged badly, which I'm always praying that don't happen. But it's touch wood and God willing, so far nothing's happened like that. So yeah, keep going.
I mean, we've spoken about the show quite a bit. We'll speak about it obviously next week on Fight Week. I've got a couple of different questions I just wanted to ask you today, just kind of general ones. One thing I haven't heard yet is any GBM criticism. At some point, someone will give some. How are you dealing with criticism?
Listen, like I keep mentioning, it's something that I signed up for, and yeah, it probably hurt me a bit if it's somebody's personal, if it's a close friend of mine, somebody within the team, if he's going to slag me off. But everybody else, they're all entitled to an opinion, and I hope I can keep that professionalism and let it be, and have that kind of strong poker face about things when somebody says stuff, because we are in that business. When I feel it already, Oscar, like the better we're getting, the more our name's being pushed out there. There'll be people trying to bring us down and start making stupid rumours up, and you know, they've got to make their Jack and Ollies up, and that kind of bullshit carries on. But I suppose that's in any worker, any life of work, or any kind of field you go into. Boxing is just one of them sports that you do hear a lot of it. There's a lot of bullshit that goes about. There's a lot of rumours that goes about. There's a lot of people slagging each other off and negative kind of outlook on stuff. But I don't know. I'm hungry. Hopefully, I can deal with it like I am at the moment. But who knows? I might bite. You never know, Oscar. I might end up biting and being one of them, going at it hard and going back. Hopefully, I won't. But let's see. Who knows? But at the moment, I think I'll ride it and let it come, because I keep saying, as long as we're true to ourselves, we don't need to worry about anybody else's opinion.
Are you kind of relishing the time when there's a potential, even like promotional clash on the horizon, when you and another promoter, even if it's friendly, when you start throwing it back and forth, like, even if it's friendly, but you just kind of...
Oscar, I live for this shit. I live it. Come on, I love this kind of shit. Bring it on. Anybody out there, whatever they want, let's bring it back and forth. I'm joking. I'm not really joking, but yeah, kind of. Listen, it's part of the business, and I'm a promoter. I've signed up to that. We've given it a large one. From day one, I've been telling everybody how good I am. So if people come out there and give me a bit of shit, so be it. Let it come. But listen, we do deliver. That's the thing. It's a lot of talk and a lot of hype, but we do deliver. We do a good job. We stick true to our word. So not really much to worry about. But yeah, I'm going to get it. I know it's going to happen. It probably happens sooner or later. Bring it on, boys. Bring it on. Izzy Asif for GBM's ready for them all.
As long as there's no fists, because you're the only one who can actually fight. So
Nah, listen, they can all have a go. Eddie can punch a bit. Ben can. They all can fight. Everybody can fight. Every man's dangerous with two. They've all got two arms, two legs. But yeah, listen, no fits up. Them days are gone for me. A bit of banter. A lot of the time, I think when he's promoters back and forth, it is a little bit of humour, isn't it? A little bit of banter. There's a bit of seriousness now and again, but a lot of it's banter and it's listen. We'll all end up working at some point, so let's just let the rest roll the dice.
I think I've seen you at every promotional show. I was thinking about this earlier. I've seen you at Boxer, Matchroom, Queensbury, Sowland. As someone running a relatively new outfit in GBM, when you go to these shows, are you assessing? Or do you just go as a fan? Do you just go to watch boxing?
Yeah, I go as a fan, but also assessing goes as promoters out on. I'm learning on stuff, with things I like, things I don't like. And that's what we've developed quite quickly, because I have been to, for the last 2 years, I've probably been to more shows at other promoters than any promoter in the country. I've been everywhere, all over the country, all over the world, to the shows. And because I don't hold no barriers against any promoter. For me, it's just business we're in. I don't have no like kind of personal resentment or anything where I think I don't want to go to a matchroom show or a boxer show. Listen, I'm generally cool with all of them, and I go and learn. Yeah, you learn at shows, and I'm picking stuff up. Yeah, enjoy the boxing. But I also, Oscar, I've got a lot of friends who are signed with other platforms. So I don't want that to deter me not going to. So if I've got, I don't know, Hamza Shiraz who's fighting with Frank Warren, or with, or Jack Catchell with Matchroom, I want to be able to go to watch them and feel comfortable at other promotions. So that's why you see them in a lot of these shows. And Sonny Edwards, or the list goes on and on. A lot of guys I consider friends and support of the game. So I want to be able to do that, go to different platforms and different shows. And even it's strange you said that, because somebody said to me, you never see certain promoters at anybody else's show. But I just think, let it be, and like enjoy the sport as well. And I hope I can carry that on and go into different shows and different promoters and just enjoy the ride.
Well, like you said, you've got a lot of friends in boxing, and even going to certain events now, I guess more people, you'll notice it, know a lot more about GBM. I'm noticing that people are saying good things about GBM. Only the other day, Johnny Clark was singing your praises at the event for Adam Smith and Summit Sports.
Johnny's a great lad, Johnny, and he's doing brilliant stuff out there. I really like Johnny Clark. Not spend too much time with him, but so much good stuff about him. I love his energy. I love what he's putting on. He's risking it and all, and he wants it. And he's a true guy. You can tell from what I've listened to him. He's doing great. There's loads of guys that Dean White down there. There's so many guys up and down the country who are doing so much good stuff in boxing. And listen, we should be in together in a bit more united front, and let's put good shows and good fights on. And if we go 5-on-5s happening at the moment, I reckon you'll see more of that happening up and down the country. Let it be, man. Let it roll, and everybody benefits.
Yeah, well, that was going to be my next question. Who would you want a 5v5 with?
I think I'll take winner of Matchroom and Queensbury. We'll have winner of them. Yeah, we'll take the winner. Now, listen, we understand the levels, Oscar. I understand the levels. Come on, they've got a high caliber of fighters level on. But listen, within about 18 months' time, I reckon we're gonna have one of the best stables in the country, and that's obviously going to happen as our brand develops, as our finances develop, as our potential broadcasts to develop. Our stable of fighters and the caliber of fighters will develop. I've seen a few comments where people say, "Oh, they haven't got the fighters to be on a big broadcast," but that happens. It gradually grows, and you've seen other promoters who had no kind of stable whatsoever. They get a big broadcasting deal, and boom, they've got a budget to play with, and then they can push on the fighters. So yeah, that'll happen. But who would I go with 5-on-5? Who would I go with? Who do you think? I don't know. Who's not doing it? What do you reckon, Oscar? You know our kind of level of fight. What do you reckon? Who do you reckon we can go with?
I reckon you versus Wasserman.
Yeah, that's a good call. That's a good call.
Yeah,
that's a good call. I like it.
I'll take
what's the benefit for the winner? There's got to be something for the winning promoter. You've got to give us some incentive. What is he going to take me out for KFC or something, or what? What is it?
I can't think of an incentive that isn't financial, so I think KFC will have to do.
All right, we'll take that. We'll take KFC, yeah.
Talking of promotional rivalries, I just want to know what you've made of Eddie and Ben Shalom recently surrounding the Dalton Smith and Adam Azim saga.
Yeah, obviously, listen, I just think, per my personal opinion, I know both kids well. Obviously, Dalton's from Sheffield. Sheffield's and me. I've known Dalton since a young kid. I've got a really strong relationship with Dalton. I really like the kid. I just think it's different stages. I feel like Dalton's that experienced a bit more, different level to Adam, and I reckon that fight will happen. Hopefully, not too late. But the back and forth, Eddie. Come on, Eddie's an old fox, and he knows. I think he's trying to push Ben and wind him up, and Ben's bit or created back a bit. It's good. It's good to see Ben back at him, and it's just a bit of fun and games, man. They don't mean it's nothing personal, really. I don't think it's just business. And if they come back and forth at each other, listen, so be it, man. Let it happen. Let it be a bit of fun. But yeah, I see why Ben hasn't done it. I see why Eddie's pushing for it and the fans are. But I don't know. You just got to do what's best for you, haven't you? If Ben feels like he's not ready right now and he's got a different opportunity for Adam, so be it. And I understand why Eddie wants Dalton for the fight, and a lot of people want to see it. I get that as well. But listen, boxing is a strange business, and you've got to kind of look after your own fighters and do what's right for you. And it'll always happen like that.
Wall Street Memes Casino
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.